Hello, I have a quick question for you. Have you ever opened your profit and loss statement, look at the number, and thought, okay, but what does it actually mean for my business? I am Noella Auneau, founder of Trustful Bookkeeping, where we help consultants understand the number with clarity and confidence. So today, I want to walk you through how to read your profit and loss in a way that actually helps you to make decisions and not just stare at random numbers that you don't understand. So, for starting, what a profit and loss really tells you. At its core, your profit and loss statement answers one question. Is your business actually making money? It shows how much came in, how much went out, and what you kept. One really important thing to clear up right now is your profit and loss is not your bank account. You can have money in the bank and running an unprofitable business, and you can also have a solid profit and loss and still feel cash tight. So the profit and loss is how your business is performing, not how much cash you happen to have today. Also, your profit and loss is based on the accounting method that you choose. There is two accounting methods. There is the cash method and there is the accrual method. If you are on a cash method, your profit and loss show income when money actually hits your bank account and expenses when money leaves. So if you have a client that's in a contract with you in September but pay only in December, this income will not show up in September but will show up when your client pay in December. The cash method is simple, it's intuitive, and it's very common for consultants in the early stages. The accrual method is a little bit more complicated. The income shows up when it's earned, not when it's paid. So if we take the same example, with the client that is signed in September, with the accrual method, the income will show up in September when the income is earned, not when it's paid in December. We will have an account in the balance sheet, account receivable, when it will show that this amount is not paid. And for the expenses, it show up when they incur, not when they are paid. So if we have two consultants with the same business, they can have very different profit and loss if they use two different accounting methods. With the cash-based profit and loss, it's great to understand cash timing. The accrual-based profit and loss is good for understanding the true performance of the company. Neither is right or wrong, but if you don't know which one you are looking at, it's really easy to misinterpret what is happening on your business. So now that we are more clear with what will show on your profit and loss, now we need to look at what are the numbers the most important for your business, for consultant. If we start from the top, we can look at the revenue. If you are a consultant, I strongly recommend to break down your revenue at least a little bit. I would recommend two categorizations. First, the retainers, your monthly recurring revenue, and second, your project-based revenue. because they behave very differently. The retainer, it gives you stability because it's a month-to-month recurring revenue, and the projects are less predictable, and the project come and go. Sometimes you can have a lot of projects at the same time, and other time you will not have this project. The second is the cost of services. Sorry. This is anything directly tied to the client work. Contractor, subcontractor, and certain tools. Here is why this matters. If you don't track this separately, you don't really know your margin. And margin tells you a lot about how you're processing work, if hiring makes sense, and it's a very important data to track for your business. Third, there is the operating expenses. This is where things can a little bit, how I will say that, get out of hand. The software subscription, the marketing tool, the coaching program, the travel. It's a lot of small amounts, but when it gets put together, it can add up very, very quickly. So I know a lot of consultants that were shocked when they walked through their profit and loss and realized how much they were spending on tools also that they don't use anymore, because you are subscribing to a monthly subscription for a tool that you not even use. Finally, the net profit is a number that actually matters the most. You will, in the net profit, you will see if you make a profit or you make a loss. And also it will help you to see your profit margin. That if you summarize, you need mainly to look at your revenue, your cost of services, your operating expenses, and your net profit. Here is a few red flags you want to watch for. One, your revenue is keep going up, but your profit doesn't. That actually means your growth is costing you more than it should. Two, a huge swings month to month. Some variation is normal, but too much variation is not a good sign for your business. And three, the business looks good on paper, but feel very stressful financially. When the number and the experience don't match, your profit and loss is telling you something. Something very important is how to use your profit and loss in a monthly basis. A good profit and loss is not something that you look at once a year. Once a month, you need to look at your profit and loss. And when you look at your profit and loss, you need to ask you several questions. What changed from last month? Also, in your accounting software, you can choose to compare from last month, last year. It's very interesting to compare to last month and also to last year. Why did it change? Is that a one-time thing or it's ongoing? And what decision he helped me make? Your profit and loss must be really a tools that help you choose your pricing, your hiring, how you spend your money for your taxes. It's not something just to sit in a folder. It's really a tool for you to grow your business. Something very important, your profit and loss is a summary of all your information, all your transactions. your profit and loss, and there is also your balance sheet. That all the transactions are not in your profit and loss, but the balance sheet would be the subject of another video. Your profit and loss need to be will be good if your bookkeeping is good. So if your books are a mess, if the expenses are wrongly categorized, if your month is not reconciled, your profit and loss will not be helpful for you to make a decision. So it's really important to have your bookkeeping clean, in order to use your profit and loss for making good decisions. So if you enjoy this video and you are looking for bookkeeping that deliver clarity, not just compliance, click the link below to book a call and explore how we can support you with your number. Have a nice rest of your day and see you on the next video. Bye.